Hello. Welcome to learning about Twitter lists. Now, we go over this a little bit in the Daily Fit, but I wanted to give you all a deep dive here and talk about the three things that lists are going to help you do. Lists, which live right here on your Twitter page, they are going to help you build long-term engagement and an actual relationship with other people. They help shorten your engage period when you're doing your research or when respond, review, reach out. In your reach out phase, lists help you get directly to those accounts you actually want to be talking to. And they also can, the third thing that lists do is they help act as a touch. So in marketing, we want to have 7 to 10 touches before we can be known or liked by another brand. And what is a touch? A touch could be a direct tweet. It could be following someone. It could be retweeting their content, but it could also be adding them to a public list. Because when you add someone to a list, and I'll show you this in a second, they get a notification in their account that you've added them to a list. So if I were to add, say, I'm Little Shameless Plug, right? And then let's say I add my Lauren Litt, my personal account, to actors I want to work with list, right? That's going to come into my Lauren Litt personal thing as saying like, hey, Little Shameless Plug has added you to actors I want to work with. That feels like a compliment. That feels really good. It's another touch to expand my relationship with someone I don't know. So let's go through each of those three things. The first thing I said was lists are a way to build relationships. So let's see, back here, I've got this East Atlanta Village list. Now, this list I didn't create. It was created by this company, East Atlanta Village. And I followed this list because I wanted to know about businesses that were in the area I lived in. Now, I've since moved, so I need to update this list that I follow. But my goal was to be known and trusted by my community. So, I would go through here and I would say like, ooh, East Atlanta Patch, Kirkwood Spring Fling. So I would probably retweet this and be like, ooh, can't wait to go this week, right? Or whenever that is, if I still lived there. There's also small businesses that retweet in this list sometimes. Apparently, this list has gone a little quiet. Let's see, Small Eyes. Yeah, so, maybe if I wanted to do this, something there, so there's a lot of different, very specific people that I could build relationships here. So that's one way of doing that. When you go into lists, you can create your own lists. These are my lists. You can also create a new list. So say I wanted to create a list, well, I already have, but of the Daily Fit, right? I've got this Daily Fit list here, and I've actually made it private, but I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say Daily Fit Achievers, right? Congratulations on taking the steps to create real engagement on your accounts. #socialhappy. Okay, so this is a public list. If I wanted to make it private, I could click here, but without that, that means anytime I add someone to this list, they're going to see it. So I'm going to add myself, Lauren J. Litt. There we go. So that we can see what that looks like. Okay, so I just added myself, and now you can see like here's my tweets. So if I go and I switch to myself and I go into my notifications, Little Shameless Plug added you to their list, Daily Fit Achievers. Wow, so cool. She recognized me, right? So this is a way to build relationships. It's a way to get a touch. It's a way for people to start seeing who you are. So that's kind of, I showed you multiple things. To go back though, when we're talking about the Daily Fit and our, reaching out and engaging new people, I have a list. Social media gurus. This list is, I've created it. I add people to this list. This list is full of people who I consider to be kind of mentor level. They're a little bit higher than me, or they're a company that I follow, or like Social Media Examiner, I belong to this group. So it's high level content that may or may not be helpful to my people. But also, want to potentially have relationships with these people. So I'll go through this list. Ooh, Laura Roder, I love her content. How to get people to join your Facebook group. I'm going to tweet to Lauren or Laura. Roder. Where is she? I'm just going to say this could be an entire 6-week course. Hashtag LOL, hashtag social media problems, hashtag social happy, right? And then tweet. So now I've tweeted with Laura, I've shared her content, and chatted. So I have done a touch with her. So in that reach out to new people or to engage further in relationships, that's something you can do. And I want to switch now to my personal account so we can see, if you're an actor or if you have a more specific business, I want to show you how I build lists for that. So here we go. I've got a lot of lists because this personal Twitter account I've had for a very long time. So you can see here, I've got this list, actors, my people. Whenever I meet someone and I see that they're on social media, like if I met them in a class or something and then they're on Twitter, I will add them to this list because it's an easy way for me to continue those relationships with people, right? Some of these people I've met in person, some of them I connected with through social media, and we got to talk about things. But I have this whole list of actors, my people, that I've added that I can engage with. Let me show you maybe another list here. So here we have, here's a private list met at this specific festival, right? If you're going to an event and you're not sure, or you want to remember where you met people, you can always be like, oh, where did I meet that person? Oh, it was here, because they're in this list. You can also, creating a list for an event is great. I have this open list called the Best of the Biz. I use this to add industry companies and, next level people. And it is a public list, which means they get a message that says, hey, Lauren's added you to the Best of the Biz, which feels like a compliment and nice. So there's a lot of different kind of people in here that I've added. Casting directors, some actors, some, dream people to work with. So there you go. That is a few examples of how to use lists. They're right here in Twitter. Most people don't utilize them. So, take a look, see how you could put one together for your business to keep you in and out and getting on with your day. All right, have a good one and stay social happy.